be long that someone might come up with an app that might actually do exactly that.
Yeah,
to check for intelligence and whether you've got the heart of gold or not, you know. Might just happen.
Together we can do what? We can do more business. That's what we want. If we can do that, it means we can create our own banks. We can create our own insurance company.
What would you call an entity which was set up by my great-grandfather 100 years ago, which is still run in the family, which I am now managing and in control of?
The law is very clear that control of a company vests with who? Not shareholders. Shareholders have no right. The people who control the company are directors. They are the documented. Then you'll see what? Money flow. You know, most of the successful businesses are set up people who have never gone to college, who are indisciplined, who don't respect rules, who break them every day. And those are the people who succeed.
It's called entrepreneurship.
That's right. So that is what you guys are looking for.
The very existence of a company exists as a legal person because it is recognized as a single entity from its actors in terms of the law. And then by virtue of that alone, it is not necessarily possible to say you can own a company because you also cannot own a person.
Ignorance is important for business. Because where there's no ignorance, there's no market. Because if I buy this for 10 rand, you don't expect me to sell it for 10 rand. I'll sell it for 15. As long as you accept that you are getting something worth 15, that's what the value is.
In my mind, the customer is the one that informs the formation of that company.
No, you see, the customer is outside your gate.
Sure, but without a customer, there wouldn't be a need for that, for that company.
The customers, you know, you go to restaurants, there are some guys who prepare all the food, but nobody comes. People will make a choice. So when you build a business, you are building it assuming that the market is not defined. Because people still can choose to buy it from your neighbor, and you can't force them. So business is a voluntary act. So if I dress my company well, if I market my company better, it means people will see what? My beauty. But they have no obligation to see it.
I mentioned in several places, I don't care the color of the skin. What is important is the brain and the heart.
So all of us are human beings. If I respect that in your own mind, you're not stupid, then I also respect that choices you make, they may not be the best choices, but you have applied your mind to what is in your interest.
Not be saying, what can we do to ensure that there's that transformation in the institutions?
But there is no business that does not save a human being. All the businesses, including pastors, at the end of the chain is a human being. Politicians is a human being. Business is a human being. So at the end of the day, we are all in the people's business. And without people, there is no business. And recognizing that, we said, let's call ourselves African heritage, not excluding even people who don't look like African, because Africa was never meant to be occupied by a certain group.